Welcome back to another episode of WTF. It's the show that aims to take a deep dive into some of the acts performing across festival season 2020. In today's episode, we're looking at the incredibly talented Girl in Red. She is a singer-songwriter from a small town in Norway. If you've never heard of her before, hopefully this video will help answer the question, who the f*** is Girl in Red? Marie Ulven Ringheim is from Horton in Norway. Horton, as she pronounces it, I quite like that. Genre-wise, she's described as indie pop, lo-fi, bedroom pop, indie rock, and dream pop. Okay. She reminds me of artists like Lorde and Clairo, a lot of Laurel. And Lauren, my partner, wants everyone to know that they're a reminder of Camera Obscura. She received her first guitar as a gift from her grandfather in 2012, but didn't start playing until 2013 after losing interest with fingerboarding. Yes, tech decks. You know, like when you used to, when I was a kid, like that was what you did when it was raining outside because you couldn't be skateboarding. She started songwriting at the age of 14, teaching herself piano and production from the comfort of her bedroom. In 2015, after receiving a Blue Yeti microphone and an Apogee as a gift from her father, she put out the record Storm under the moniker of Lydia X. She stopped taking guitar lessons after 6 months as her guitar teacher didn't really believe in her music and songwriting skills. She coined the name Girl in Red after attempting to identify herself in a crowd to a friend in a text. She says, I was at a festival and she, the one who caused me the heartbreak, was at that festival. We were going to meet up at a gig there. We went together, not together as a couple, but we weren't with each other. So we were looking for each other. We were texting, where are you? Raise your little finger so I can see you in this massive crowd, which obviously didn't work at all. And then suddenly the crowd opened up a little bit, just like in a movie. And then I saw her. She came a little closer. She was wearing a red sweater and I just said, Girl in Red, texted her, Girl in Red. I've got a screenshot to prove that it actually happened in 2017. Then a few months later, I bought a red sweater, a red turtleneck. I took a picture of myself at school saying Girl in Red and was like, holy f***, this is it, man. Using the new moniker, she would release the single I Want to Be Your Girlfriend on SoundCloud in November 2016. In 2018, she released her first EP, Chapter 1, which included the records Summer Depression, and Girls. I would also include the record I Wanna Be Your Girlfriend, which has since amassed over 50 million streams on Spotify. This was released on AWAL, Artists Without a Label, a distribution company owned by Cobalt. We spoke about Cobalt when we talked about Frank Carter last year. They work with independent artists to get their music out there. She would go on to support Clairo in Dublin and Paris in September 2018, before releasing the single We Fell in Love in October, her most popular record. This was released alongside the record Forgot Her. The two records depict both the rise and the fall of a relationship. In 2019, she would release the follow-up Chapter 2, which included Dead Girl in the Pool,
There's a dead girl in the pool, there's a dead girl in the pool, there's a dead girl in the pool, I don't know.
I'll Die Anyway, and the incredible Bad Idea. In the same year, she embarked on the World in Red tour in October and would go on to be on the cover of both the Gay Times and Dork magazine in December. In January 2020, she featured on the motion picture soundtrack for The Turning with the record Kate's Not Here. Other artists on that soundtrack are amazing. They include Courtney Love, Soccer Mummy, Pale Waves, Empress of, Warpaint, Cherry Glazer, Moona, and many more. I mean, the film doesn't look very good, but that soundtrack is a belter. In March, she took to YouTube to read from her personal diary in 2012 as part of the coronavirus pandemic. The video was called Girl in Quarantine. And last week, April 14th, she released her most recent single, Midnight Love, the first single taken from her upcoming debut album, World in Red, due for release in October. She has confirmed that the current pandemic will not impact the release date of said album. Good for you, Girl in Red. I respect that. This is her first time playing Reading and Leeds. She's taking to the Festival public stage to headline on the Saturday at Reading, Sunday at Leeds, with support from 070 Shake, Biba Doobie, and The Hara. She is an incredible artist. This video, when I first started writing it, I kind of just was like, whatever, fine, alright. I've been obsessed with her since I've been doing this video. If you listen to Music Club this week, then you'll know that I was obsessed with her because I played Bad Idea, because it's such a good record. But there's some amazing, amazing records that she's put out there. She's done all of this by herself, without a label, in her bedroom, all by herself. Amazing. I have so much time for artists like that. When I first saw that she was announced to headline the festival public stage, I was a bit shocked. I was like, really? Someone like that? I've never really come across their music before. Fucking hell, she definitely is. And it's going to be amazing. Wow. Really struggling between Danny Brown and Liam Gallagher now. Really struggling. What a wonderful compliment that is to give to Girl in Red. Absolute hero. What an artist. God, it was so good to write these videos. This shit is why I do WTF for discovering music like this, because otherwise I just would have, it would have blown over and I wouldn't have even thought about considering her. She is an incredible artist. You should all go check her out. You should just go check her out anyway, because she's great. I'd love to know what you have to say. Have you seen her perform before? Shout outs to Jimmy Dono, who said Girl in Red, and all the people that shared on the YouTube post that I put out the other day. Really appreciate that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.